Yes, she is. Lucy, tell us about this sausage and vegetable soup that we got going today.
Yes, so I love soup,
Okay.
and a lot of people do during this time of year, and I like it for a couple of reasons. It's so easy to do. You can make it in a pot like we are today, or your crock pot, or everybody's using Instapots now, so it's versatile, and it doesn't take any time to put it together, and it makes a lot. You can freeze it, take it for lunch, and doesn't take a lot of ingredients. So today, like you said, I'm going to make a sausage and vegetable soup, and I have our big pot on the stove over about medium-high heat, and today I'm just using an Italian sausage. It's about a pound, and the one I bought today is in the casings like this, but you could use any sausage you wanted. We were talking about Kaneka earlier. You could totally chop that up and put it in here, a smoked sausage, or you could use a breakfast roll sausage, you know, just whatever. But if you do get these in the casing like this, all you do is just run your knife down each of them.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle, and then you can see we just peel this off and pop our sausage in the pot. So you could also, you know, buy this in bulk when it's not in the casings, but in case you didn't know, this is how you get the sausage out of this, if you want to use it like this. So this is about a pound, like I said, and
it's almost like a little thin layer. You just have to make sure you get off of there.
Yeah, that's just the, you know, the casing that keeps it together. And we are going to add our veggies to it so it can cook down with the sausage. I have carrots and celery and onion, and it's just about a cup of each of those. And we're gonna pop it in the pot and cook all this together for about 10 to 12 minutes, just until that sausage browns up and the veggies start to get soft.
And it's not a complicated dish to put together either.
No, not at all. And if you did want to cook it in your crock pot, all you would do is just do this step and then pop everything in the crock pot, you know, and just let it cook. So definitely something versatile to do. And as you know, you've been telling us it's chilly today.
Yeah, it's getting colder.
Yep, getting colder. So, and I just like to, you know,
Get a dish that'll warm you up.
Yeah, get a dish that'll warm you up. And we have our fresh veggies, and gosh, going into the produce department, no matter what time of year it is, it's just so beautiful in there, and so many options. And I'm going to add a little bit of zucchini later to our soup, so that'll get us another veggie in there, and it'll just be a good option.
Now, you at Greer's, obviously all the ingredients that we're showing in this dish, you can pick up at any Greer's location, right, Lucy?
Yes, absolutely. And also, which I should have used, which I'm just remembering, we have our own sausage that we make. We make a couple different kinds of sausage. We have one that is a bulk pork sausage, and you'll find it kind of by the ground meat and things. And we also have a link sausage that that we make, and it's down there, and it has the Greer's labeling on it. So definitely, if you're in the stores, check out those two things, along with, you know, lots of other stuff that we do just at our stores.
And almost, no matter where you live, there's pretty much a Greer's near you, right, Lucy?
Yes, absolutely. We have 30 locations, Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida, and all of our things on our website are so helpful. Greers.com, and it has all of our videos that we do each week here. So we have our recipes, our videos on there, along with the sales that break every Wednesday and the location. So, you know, if you're going to be traveling in one of those states, you can probably guess that there's going to be a Greer's that pops up. So definitely check out our website. Lots of fun stuff on there.
And if you are not familiar with the digital side of Greer's, going to their website, they got some really cool stuff there, including one thing Lucy has plugged on the show before, the curbside pickup, that you can order the groceries online. They are ready to go when you pull up, and anything that you buy that is refrigerated, they keep it cold for you until it's time to bring it out to the car, so you don't have to worry about that. And also, you even offer delivery now as well.
Yes, absolutely. And if you go to Greers.com/shop, you can see all of our curbside and and delivery options. And if you go to the App Store on Android or Apple, you can download our Greer's app, and so it'll make the online shopping experience even easier for you.
That is fantastic. That's all they're trying to do, make the shopping experience fun, easy, and with really, you didn't have to, if you were in Greer's, you wouldn't have to pick up a lot to get this dish ready to be made at home.
No, just a few minutes to go in and grab this stuff, and and you wouldn't have to spend any time besides ordering it online, and we could just go ahead and do it for you. So I'd love for everybody to try our online shopping. It's been a huge lifesaver for me. I know that.
It's an amazing age we live in, and Greer's does it. You guys do a phenomenal job with that.
Thank you.
Later in the hour, since I know Joe's going to be here with you in the next segment, what is going to be the next step, I guess?
Okay, so we'll cook this, and then we're going to season it up. We'll talk about that, and add some of our other ingredients and talk about cooking pasta and vegetables and the proper time for all that.
Love it. And if you want more information on Greer's in addition to their website, we link all the info on ours as well. Fox10TV.com, right under the Studio 10 tab. It's the best part about Wednesdays. We get Lucy in the kitchen.
Thank you.
We'll check back in with you a little later in the hour.
Okay.
Joe.
Oh, for the folks at home, what is Michael smelling, Lucy?
Michael is smelling our sausage cooking with our carrots and onions and celery. So of course that's probably like the best smell out there besides maybe bacon cooking. But so we have this going in our soup pot. So we've let this cook for about 10 or 12 minutes, and we let our sausage brown up and our veggies kind of soften. We're working on our soup here, and right now I'm going to add our seasonings, and I'm just using dried seasoning. So I have a couple teaspoons of Italian seasoning, and I have a teaspoon of some dried minced garlic, or you could, of course, use fresh garlic. Half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, and that's optional. I like things a little spicy.
Yeah.
I'm also going to add half a teaspoon of pepper. So if you don't like any spice, then just don't add any of the crushed red pepper. And I have a teaspoon and a half of salt. So when you're working with dried herbs, and cooking something like this, you want to just let them hit the heat just for 30 seconds or so, just to let the life come out of them before you add everything else.
You want to know my cooking problem lately?
Yeah.
So a lot of times my family eats together, which includes my in-laws, my father-in-law, and my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on this thing where I really like really spicy food lately,
Yeah.
and my mother-in-law does not.
Yeah.
So
I know, and it is hard when it comes to spice, for
Yeah.
sure. My mom doesn't like anything spicy either. But Spiro and I do, and yeah, you're exactly right. So you just need a thing of those crushed red pepper flakes on the table, and you're just like,
that's
do
where
you
you
eat
go.
a lot of sriracha?
Or the cayenne pepper,
Yeah.
sriracha, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Hot sauce, Made some wings the other day.
What'd you do?
Did a dry rub on one of them, and then the other one I tossed in like a spicy wing sauce.
Oh, yum.
And of course, I thought those were the best.
Yeah.
But everyone else was kind of like, meh, too spicy.
You can come to our house for sure.
There we go.
And then when it comes to spice too, I'm going to add a can of diced tomatoes with chilies. You could add, the original one or the hot one,
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm going to add 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes and 4 cups of chicken broth. This always makes me laugh. It used to be where these tops, you would take it off and then peel the little thing back.
Yeah.
But now it doesn't do that. It just takes it off, and the seal is in there, but it breaks it. So my friend Justine one time was like, right when this came
Yeah.
out, she was like, oh, something is wrong. I keep buying the chicken broth, and
The seal keeps being
seal's
broken."
not there. And she was like, I kept taking it back to the store. So now every time I open chicken broth, I think about that. So that's hilarious.
That's funny.
So I'm going to add 4 cups of this, and we're going to bring this up to a boil. And the last thing that we're going to do after this comes up in a little bit is we're going to cook some pasta in here along with our zucchini. So we don't want to, add that too soon because we don't want the zucchini and the pasta to get too mushy. So once you bring this up to a boil, that'll kind of be the last thing that you do. And then it'll be important as soon as those two finish cooking in here, which will take about 15 minutes or so, you either want to eat it immediately or pull it off the heat. It's not really one of those that you want to just like let stay on the heat for an hour or so, because that stuff will get too mushy. But it's super great reheated and stuff like that. You just don't want it to cook forever. So we'll just turn the heat up on this and bring it up to a boil, and then we'll add that stuff. So it's pretty simple.
Are you impressed? I passed my ultrasound earlier.
Yes, I was. I was thinking, oh gosh, I wonder what mine would say.
I nailed it.
You did.
All right. Hey, if you want to nail this recipe for your friends, your family, whoever, we are going to have it online during the program. Of course, all the information about Greer's, all their different locations throughout the Gulf Coast. You can check all of that out. We'll come back and finish this up in just a little bit. Lucy, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Back here in the Studio 10 kitchen with Lucy Greer from Greer's Markets, and we're finishing up this delicious soup, the sausage and vegetable soup, and it looks like it's almost done.
Yes, we have cooked our sausage and our veggies in there, and then we added our diced tomatoes and crushed tomatoes and our chicken broth, and we seasoned it up and brought that to a boil, and I just turned it down a little bit. And the last step is to add our pasta and our zucchini.
Okay.
So, and you want to do that at the end because you don't want it to overcook, of course. And so you're just going to use a cup of any shortcut dried pasta. I'm using these little guys today. They're called ditalini, and I love this. Yeah, I love this little shape. And you know, they're just little tubes when they cook up. And but I almost bought at the store baby shells, so that would be a good option, or just, you know, regular macaroni.
But whatever your preference is, you can do that.
Absolutely. And if you are not a pasta person, you could definitely add a little bit of rice in here at the end, or orzo, or just leave it out if you're really trying to watch your carbs. And also, I'm going to add in 2 zucchini that I just diced up here. And this doesn't take too long to cook at all, so I'm just going to turn the heat up just a tad so we have just a little simmer going on. And this is going to take about 12 to 15 minutes for that pasta to cook through and the zucchini to kind of soften up. And I mentioned earlier that at this point you really don't want to overcook it, so at that 12 or 15 minute mark, go ahead and you know, eat it if you're ready to eat, or you can just pull it off the heat and then reheat it a little bit later. So, you know, most soups or sauces you can kind of just like let hang out on the stove. But not this one, because unless you don't mind, the zucchini will just, you know, kind of cook down to nothing, and the pasta will get pretty, you know, big and overcooked, and it'll soak up all your liquid.
So if you want the best flavor,
yes.
if you want that maximum flavor, eat it once you make it.
Yes, that's exactly right. And the next day when you reheat it, if you wanted to, just like with any super sauce, if it's gotten a little bit too thick for your preference, you can add some water or some more chicken broth and just bring it up to your desired consistency. So this one will be done for us. So super easy and yummy, and it'll be good for our weather coming up.
Yes, it is, especially tonight with temperatures getting to freezing.
Yes.
Perfect dish for January weather. And all of the ingredients that you use can be picked up at any Greer's location, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we just have the absolute best prices on everything. You know, I'm just walking through the store, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, this is at a great deal, this is at a great deal. And we have, obviously, I always use our private label, which is best choice, but we have all the national brands too. So we just have great values on our private labels and our national brands, so you can get everything that you need that you can get at other stores, just at a much better value, and friendly folks in there.
That's right. And all of the staff at the Greer's Markets are really nice. They will help you in any way they can. And you guys constantly have deals going on all the different products you carry in the stores. I mean, heck, I mean, just picking this up, I mean, you can do that. You can get these ingredients really that are not that expensive, and they're fantastic quality.
Yes, absolutely. So our ads break on Wednesdays, and if you want to receive those by email, just go to our website and just type in your email address and we can shoot it to you. I know a lot of people, especially in the new year, are working on budgeting and trying to cook more at home and doing a little bit of, you know, healthier options. So having that ad emailed to you, it'll kind of maybe trigger you to see, okay, you know, what's on sale, what do I need to work into my menu this week? And so I like to use it for that purpose. But yeah, you always know you can get the best values at and the best prices with us.
That is perfect. And as always, we're going to put all the information on Greer's on our website, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab.